All right. All right, man. What's going on? We're live. How you doing, Caden?
Good, man. How you doing?
Excellent. You there? You ready? You ready to see what I got for you?
Ready, baby.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
All right. Let me get these streams live. Make sure we're good. Okay. Cool. Looks like we're solid here. All right. So for anybody watching, Caden, me and Caden have been working together for a while, and he's one of my clients at Painless Flipping. And what we do is we help people grow and scale their businesses. And Caden, you came to me, and when you were never did a deal, right? You hadn't done a deal yet, and we got you growing your business where you're basically you kind of quit your other job, right? And now you're doing this full time. Is that right?
That's right, man.
I love it.
Show me the way.
And it comes with ups and downs. As being an entrepreneur, like you have to be resilient. We've already dealt with lots of situations and lots of deals where, you're looking at making a big assignment fee and then it didn't work out, or you have a deal, like it's ups and downs, right? With real estate, but would you say it's been a fun journey? Been worth it?
It's been fun, man. Yeah, I've learned a lot. And yeah, man, the growth that comes from, some failures, some successes, it's all part of the entrepreneurial journey, right?
I love it. And the last deal you did, remember the one that was super easy, right? Like it didn't take as much work as the other ones. How much did you make on that one? I can't remember. Wasn't it like 20,000?
Yeah, 25, baby.
25. 25K.
Those dream about. They get done in 3 weeks and make a bunch of money. So
yeah.
Every time, but it's not.
Oh man. Like you said, yeah, 25K in 3 weeks. Those are the ones you dream about. There now, you got another deal where it's like, dang, I've had this for a while and it's not moving because it's in a bad area. You get those too. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Caden, I'm glad that we can talk and show this live because, since we've been working together, one of the hardest things for a lot of people is getting a routine down, right? Especially in the morning routine, just because it's difficult. It's difficult, right? Like some people, they're prone to stay up late and, it's hard to find that time to etch that time to have that morning or that period of solitude. But today, basically what I'm going to be doing is showing you what I've been talking to you for a long time about is the morning routine or just a routine in general. Like what can you do every day to get dialed in as an entrepreneur? Because as you're an entrepreneur now, you run your own business, you have to be dialed in. You have to be the leader. You have to be improve yourself as a leader. You have to just improve yourself as a person, improve your character so you can level up, right? Because you're never going to be able to hire someone that's ahead of you, right? So you got to be that person. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. And I'm excited to do it. Now, what I'm about to show you with my routine, I've been doing it for 7 years and I've been up and down, changing things and improving things. And that's basically what I want you to do today is just see what I do and take bits and pieces. Now, you don't have to do all of it because all of it's insane. It's a lot, especially if you just got started. But if you've been doing it for, 7 years, it's all a habit and a process. It's just seamless, right? It doesn't take me that long to do these things, but I'm going to break it down for you. So I'm excited to do so. And I wanted to show you that I have been doing this for 7 years. I'm going to show you some. All right, check this out.
We'll see it.
So I'm all about record keeping. I love journaling. I love keeping records and I love writing down stuff because I think when you write down things, it's proven that you internalize it, you remember it, right? So here's my my very first journal, my routine, my planners from, you see that 2019 to 2021, right? So
Yep.
I started, what is that, 7 years ago? So I started off really simple. I just came with a plan of what I wanted to accomplish in each category of my life. That's what I did when I first started. I was just hey, what do I want to achieve financially in my family, business, habits, personal development, and what's this one? Spiritually. So it broke down into 6 different categories, and that's where I started, right? And I think that's the overview of what I've showed you is just setting goals in your life, just for your life. What do you want to accomplish? And then eventually turned into okay, right, I'm actually following a planner. And then I went and got a planner where it's you fill it out every day and you check off your most important things. So I started off like simple, right? Like I need a plan. And then it went up to like, I need to plan my days, right? So I know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm hitting my goals. So that started off in 2019. And then I started updating it. I made my own planner at that point, right? I printed off and made my own one. And this is 2022. And then it gets bigger, like 2023. So it's pretty cool. Like I can go in and I can say, what did I do 3 years ago on this day? Boom, I can go look at it. 2024. And then you got 2025. And then I got tired of printing off these things because it was getting really expensive at Staples. So then I decided to make a book out of it where I could just make it on Amazon. And then I wouldn't have to pay all this money at Staples, right? So then I made a planner where it has everything I do. And I've had that for like the last year, right? So what I'm showing you is that like I actually do what I'm telling you. So it's not just good ideas, right? Or what I've seen people do. All right. Are you coming in clear or like, am I choppy or?
You just broke up.
Okay. I'm breaking up. Let's see. I don't see you in there. Hold on. Let me see if it's my internet or yours. Because I'm losing you. Let me see. I think my internet's fine. It might be your internet. Let's see. We lost Caden. We lost him.
With me for the.
We lost you, but you're back. What's up?
I'm back. It might be me, man.
It might be what? Say it again. I think
I said, come on, dude. Ah,
I think mine's fine.
Jeez.
You there? I switched my internet to a different. Yeah, I switched my internet to a different source, so maybe that would be better. I can't see you, so
let me
maybe like back out and then come back in.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. What's up, everybody? By the way, we're just running through my routine. That was just kind of like a little intro to what I do, but it started breaking up, so. Waiting for Caden. What's going on, everybody? Be right back.
All right, we'll see if that changes anything.
Okay.
You hear me?
I still I can hear you loud and clear, but I still can't see your screen. So maybe you got to bounce out of here and then come back in, and maybe it'll solve your dark screen.
All right, 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. All right, we'll see. Hey, this is technical difficulties. I guess this is what happens when you live in the countryside and you're using Starlink. I thought my Starlink's good, so I don't know if it's my internet or not, but whatever. We'll figure it out. All righty. Looks like hey, there he is.
You see me now?
I see you, man. Hopefully this works. Can you see me? Am I coming in clear? Can you hear me?
Let's give it a shot. I can hear you.
All
Let's go.
All right. Where did I lose you? Where did I lose? And don't worry about it. This being live. It's all good, man. I'm gonna edit this later. But yeah. Where did I lose you?
Just as soon as you were bringing up your book, your planner, you were showing me all the planners, and then you were like, "Now I've got the book that I'm using now."
Because it saved me money on printing, and time. Saved me a lot of time. All right. So, Caden, I don't want you to think that like you need to do these things in order to be rich, because that's not like the recipe. It's not like have a great morning routine, you're going to be rich, right? Like this is the morning routine, or having a routine, in my opinion, is more for like character building. It's more for like improving you as a person. Like Alex Hormozy, he's like, man, a lot of people, they think they need like the magical morning routine and then they're going to get rich, when Alex Hormozy says, just start working, like go to work, right? Like, so that's like, so this isn't to be like, hey, you need to be, this is going to magically give you money and you're going to be super successful. No, this is like improving yourself as a leader. Right. And I got this from a leadership book. It's called The Leader Within Us. Like this guy named Warren Rustin. A lot of what I'm about to show you came from what he teaches. Older guy, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which we're part of. And he super like intelligent, like awesome guy. He like helps entrepreneurs build their businesses to millions and millions of dollars and exit. So that's like what he specializes in. So I read his book, talked to the guy, super nice guy. But yeah, this is a lot of what I'm going to show you is what he teaches. All right.
Dope.
All right. So let's go right into it. So this is straight out of my book. This is straight out of like the planner that I made. So let's go right into it. So this, I call my daily disciplines. This is what I do every day. All right. It's like a little checklist. It's like a process of just going through these little things. Right. So the first thing I do when I wake up, Caden, is I ask myself, and this comes from his book, I ask myself, why am I alive today? Why has my life been preserved? What is my purpose today? Warren Rustin says he sits on the edge of his bed every day after he wakes up and he just asks that question. And usually my answer is to love and serve others. That's usually what it is, or live for others. Like it's all about others, not me. That's like life is about everybody else than us. So that's usually my purpose in life. And I write this down when I come in and sit down. So first thing I do is wake up, ask that question, and then go brush my teeth. Well, I say a kneeling prayer, right? I pray immediately. My prayers aren't that good because I just woke up, but I do pray. And then I go brush my teeth. Then that's when I start my routine. I go in my little office, is my office right here. And I go and sit down and I write down what time I get down. I write down my purpose and I write down what time I woke up. I write down what time I wake up just so I can stay consistent. That's it. Like if I see that, it's fluctuating. Oh, dang. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay. Your screen just went.
You see me?
Yeah, the screen just went dark on us. But But if you can still see, I guess we're cool.
I can see you.
Okay. All right. Am I buffering? Am I like going back and like, can you see it? Am I chopping up or are we good?
We're good. We're good. It's good on my end.
All right. So, I write down what time I woke up just to stay on track. Then I write down how many hours I slept just so I can see if I'm sleeping enough. Did I drink some water? Did I pray? That's like that morning prayer. I check it off. All right. Pretty simple stuff, right? Are you following me? Are you there with me right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is where I basically get started. This is what I do. And this is what he recommends in his book. He calls it the 10-10-10. It's a 30-minute routine. It could take less than 30 minutes. It's up to you, but it's the 10-10-10. All right. So right here, I pray. Like I do a kneeling prayer or a prayer where I go walking, or sometimes honestly, like I'll go for a jog, a 10-minute jog, and I'll keep my thoughts towards God. Like I'll pray. And I think it's important to start your day off with God because that's what he commands you, like seek his kingdom first. So it's like and if people don't believe in God, that's fine. It's more of, and I invite everybody to believe in God, but it's like a form of meditation as well, right? If you don't want to pray, meditate. But that's 10 minutes, right? You got me on that one? Pretty simple.
Got you.
Okay. Then 10 minutes of studying the scriptures, the word of God. Why? Because put God first, read the Bible. We believe in the Book of Mormon as well. If you want a copy, if you think it's not true, that's fine. I'll send it to you and you can read it and then you can determine. But I read scriptures for 10 minutes every day, right? I've done it. I've been keeping track. I've done it for 876 days in a row just since I got this app called Bookly. But yeah, every day you got to do it because it keeps you immunized against evil, in my opinion. It keeps you away from temptations and stuff. So after reading, I do 10 minutes of gratitude journaling, right? Or writing in my journal. Okay. So I actually have a physical book I'm going to show you right here. I go and get a physical copy. And you can see this right here, Caden. Let's see.
Yep.
I go get a physical book and I write down what I'm grateful for. All right. So it's just 3 things I'm grateful for that I like at the very top. And then it's 3 things that were wins, 3 things that I won at. And I journal about the previous day. So I write 3 things that I won at the previous day. And then 3 things that I'm grateful that will happen. So again, 3 things I'm grateful for, 3 wins, and 3 things I'm grateful that will happen. All right. Pretty simple. Less than 10 minutes, right? Unless you want to go longer. And I've been doing this for what, like 7, 8 years. And I have, oh man, I'll show you these just so you can see. And these aren't even all of them. I got a lot, right? And again, this like doesn't mean you're going to be rich, but I do think it means you're going to be grateful. If you write down, if you can write down what you're grateful for, if you can write down what you're grateful for every day, I don't think you're going to not be a grateful person, right? And gratitude is huge to overcoming life's trials and tribulations and crap that's going to happen to you, because if you can see the silver lining, if you can see the good and the blessings and everything, then you're going to be able to handle whatever life throws at you. Would you agree?
Heck yeah, man. What I will say about being grateful too is if you're grateful, you're probably going to be happy.
Yeah. That's for sure. So that's right there, Caden, is boom. That's the morning routine that not only I follow, but like Warren Rustin, a multimillionaire. Like it doesn't matter about money, but it's about building a character, being grateful, doing the things that God has commanded you to do, and starting your day off right. Okay. So if you were to listen to anything I say, it would just be do those things when you first start your day. Do the 10-10-10, right?
Yep. Love it.
So I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Now, this is where it gets a little crazier, right? And take what you will from what I'm about to show you, all right? You ready?
I'm ready. Let's dive into it.
So self-awareness is extremely, I'm going to go right here. So So self-awareness is extremely important as an entrepreneur. Like you have, or just being a good person in general. Like if you're not aware, if like you say something that's rude, then how are you going to be aware, like know when to change? And luckily, like we're married, we have wives. So if we're like super unaware and not self-aware, our wives will check us. But a lot of people, like, they don't have that, right? They don't have someone to check them. So being self-aware is like being aware of what you're doing every day, the good, the bad, what you need to change. Extremely important as an entrepreneur and having a better character. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Yep.
So in order to be self-aware, like there's things you can do. Like if something happens to you, you need, it's called the space between stimulus and response is self-awareness. So like if something happens to you, like stimulus, you have some time to react for your, like, and they call that self-awareness, this space between reaction. Now, a lot of people, they don't have any self-awareness and they don't give any time between stimulus and the response. So if someone says, hey, you're an idiot, they're immediately going to react and like try to fight, yell, or whatever, right? So the more time you can have between stimulus and the response, I would say the smarter you're going to act, right? And that's what you need. So like you can just try and do that in your mind. You can just be like, oh, I need to be like, just pause before I react. Or what I do is what I've researched and what a lot of people do is like they self-evaluate. They do an evaluation. They reflect on what they did the previous day and what they could do better. And that's what I do every day. So this is a part of the routine that I think is super important. So what I do at the very bottom of the planner, I call it my daily repentance or self-reflection. I ask myself a couple questions and I write it down. So I say, what acts of kindness did I do yesterday? Why? I want to be aware of if I'm trying to serve others, right? So I write down any acts of kindness. I ask myself, what was fun and amazing? Today was fun and amazing because, and I do this the next day. So it's yesterday was fun and amazing because it was fun and amazing because of this, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Today I had a hard time with that's good. It tripped out for a little bit.
Yeah, it tripped out for a second.
Hard time with, it could be various things. And then what proof I do today that I could have delegated? Like, what am I doing in business that I shouldn't be doing? And I can have someone else. My gosh. Hey, you there?
I'm here.
I gotta call Elon, bro. My internet, Starlink, is supposed to be money, but it's tripping out on me.
Yeah, man. I'm here though. We had
okay.
We'll see if it stays good.
Okay. So what did I do today that I should have delegated? That just comes down to being an entrepreneur. Like what did I do that I shouldn't have done? And that with AI, with employees, like you can delegate a lot, and that's where that comes into play. All right. Now, this is one of my favorite things that I've been doing that's helped me a lot. It's the reality model. This is taught by the guy who wrote the 7 disciplines. No, not 7 disciplines. The 7 7 habits of highly effective people. What they do is they analyze like what their beliefs are, and their beliefs, what they believe is what impacts their actions, right? So I look at like what behavior patterns are not producing the desired results and don't meet my needs. So like, what am I doing? What's my behavior that's not producing the result I want? So for example, if I want to have a better relationship with my wife, but I yell at her, that's not a good behavior, right?
Right.
So what possible, so that would be a behavior pattern that I have. I'm yelling at my wife. I want a great relationship with my wife, but I'm yelling at her, or I'm yelling at my employees when they don't do what's right, or do what I want. So then you ask yourself, what belief is driving the behavior that I should change because they're incorrect or not serving me? So what belief is causing me to yell when I want something? Then, well, I'd be like, well, I'm yelling because I think yelling will get someone to do what I want. and it will help me maintain a good relationship with that person, even if I yell at them. That would be like the belief, right? Like I believe that yelling is okay to get what I want, right?
Right.
And then I'd say, well, then you challenge that. That's a bad behavior. So is that belief correct? Like, is that a good belief to have? No, it's not a good belief because it's giving you the wrong behavior. So then you would say, well, what alternative belief? Like, what else do I need to believe that I should change on my belief window that will give me the result and the behavior that I want? Well, then I'd be like, well, if I'm yelling and that's not giving me the result I want, maybe yelling at people isn't the right thing. Like that doesn't get people to do what I want in a constructive way. Maybe I should just ask them. And then I would say my belief can change to maybe asking people instead of yelling is the right way to approach this, because getting angry is not, that's the wrong belief. Does that make sense?
Yeah, man, that's money. I think that most people never even begin to go through those types of questions with themselves, which creates a lack of awareness for a lot of people. And that's
Right.
the whole point, right? Like that's what's cool about this is it really causes you to self-reflect, because I think us as humans, we're really good at noticing the things that we think we're good at and completely being oblivious to the things that we don't do right?
Yeah.
And if we never take the time to really examine those things like this, then it's easy to never, unless you have a wife that's going to make sure you know about it. But
Yeah.
like I do. But
Same here, man. Same here. Like, so if you don't have a wife, then you don't have really someone that's got your back. And why do women do that? Women do that because they're invested in your growth. They want you to be better, so they're gonna check you.
Yeah, right.
You would arguably, like, they're more interested in your growth than probably you are, because they trust and believe that you're gonna guide the family and that you're gonna like take care of everybody. So they got to make sure you're on track.
Right.
So, Caden, like, out of everything I've showed you, like, this self-awareness and reflection that I do daily helps immensely. Because, like, before, it would take me like months, maybe years to change a behavior because I just wasn't aware of it, right? But like, if I'm acting like out of step or doing something wrong, like I can immediately, by doing this daily, like check myself and be like, yeah, I need to change that. Now, that doesn't mean that the behavior like immediately stops just because I'm aware of it. It just makes it, again, I'm more aware and I can focus on it more, but it helps a ton,
Yeah. You can't even start the process of improving if you don't realize that you're doing it in the first place or realize that it's a problem.
Right. Like, for example, social media, huge problem I had back in the day, right? Like, but I was aware that my behavior I was on social media too much. I was scrolling. I was like just using it way too much. That was the behavior. And what was the possible belief behind that? Well, my belief was it's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not hurting anybody. Like, it's not a big deal. And when I'm bored, I can look at it and it's a good use of time. That was the belief I had. But then I've changed my belief to be like, it's not a good use of time. I shouldn't go on when I'm bored. I should, meditate, go read, do something else. So that belief that it is a good use of my time changed. And now I don't use social media anymore, other than to like make videos or quick work posts. But I'm not just doom scrolling,
Right.
And you can use this for anything in business, right? It's like you could be like, what behavior patterns are you doing? Well, you're cold calling every day. Eventually you're going to be like, yo, why am I cold calling every day? Like, what belief is driving that? Your belief could be like, well, I haven't moved out of that because I need to do that activity for a while before I can hire someone to do it. That could be your belief. Or you could have the belief, it's like, I don't need to do that at all. It's not even worth my time. I'm going to hire someone right now and bite the bullet and start training people. Not saying you need to do that at the moment, but that's like an example, right? Like, you're going to look at the things you're doing and question if they're worth your time or if you should be doing them, and you're going to pivot.
Yeah. It's so good, man. Just the practice of challenging your beliefs, challenging what you know. I mean, most people don't do that, man. Whether it's a behavior that they do or just their belief system in general.
Right.
A lot of people just don't challenge their beliefs, and that's that's huge, man. It's the difference between someone that's really intentional about their life and someone that's just kind of, following the crowd, whatever just comes natural to them, whatever feels right in the moment, or just whatever you naturally gravitate towards for good or bad.
Yeah, and in the book, the leader within us, by Warren Rustin, that I was telling you about, like, he talks about life is not chance. A lot of people believe like you just get lucky or it's chance. Like, life isn't chance. It's he says it's premeditation. If you can premeditate, if you can think about where you want to go, you're going to get there. That's how life works. That's like how God built the world, right? Like, it wasn't just by chance in the Big Bang. It was planned out, right? And that's what we believe. So it's the same thing with your life. Like, we're learning to become like architects of our own lives. We just don't just fly by the seat of our pants. So that's how it is with business. That's how it is with your life. And that's why you need this time, in my opinion, in the morning, especially in the morning, I would say, so you can reflect on what you did the previous day and be like, yo, that didn't really serve me. That didn't really help me get where I want to go. I need to change. Like, I told you that I'm painting now. There's a problem with me painting. I'm painting too much. I'm taking too long to do it, and that's a problem, and that I'm aware of because of this. Like, I'm like, that's good to paint, but I'm doing it too long, and I need to be doing other things. So without this, I probably would paint for maybe 6 months and then realize it. But now, because of this, I can do it, and after like a couple of days, be like, oh, this could be a problem if I don't control it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what I want to show you now. There's a couple more things that are in the routine, but let's save it for another call. There's planning the day according to like your life goals and what you want to accomplish. There's and it's reading good books. Like, so there's just two more things, but I'm not going to get over it right now because there's still a lot, and I think you've got enough for today. But yeah, that would be one of my things, man. Like, take these questions and ask yourself these things at the end of work, or it's funny, like the planner that I sent you for work, the 90-day playbook, like this has it at the end. It's a form of like, how did I do at work? What could I have done better? This is kind of the same thing. I just made it like not about personal life necessarily. This one's like more personal. The other one's about business. So I want to get your feedback, man. Do you think this is something, what I showed you, you think you would want, you would apply any of these things?
Yeah, man, I think it's good. I just think I think all of this stuff, it's just a form of accountability, to where you can really document where you're at, where you're going, and it just keeps you locked in.
There you go.
I think that most people are lacking that, and that a lot of people's progress is halted because they don't keep themselves accountable, because they don't even know where they're at in the first place.
Reminds you of when you were like a teenager, right? Like, I didn't know where I was at or where I was really going. Like, I had a general idea to school, but I didn't really anything else.
Yeah. I think it's good stuff, man.
All right, my brother. So we'll end this, and then I'll show you this stuff the next time if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this. But that's what I got for you today. Anybody that's been watching, sorry about all the internet issues. I don't know why my internet is trash. I Starlink's supposed to be good, and I'll have to figure it out. But anyway, peace out, everybody.
Later.